Hello and welcome to this video brought to you by howtoinfo.com. This is Steven here, and in this video I will be showing you how to partition your hard drive. Now there's a couple variables with partitioning your hard drive, and one depends on what kind of hard drive you have, and two depends on how big it is. If you get to a point in the video where it won't partition your hard drive, or it says you cannot partition your hard drive any further, it means you already have a partition, you already have it partitioned, or the hard drive is too small. So follow along, and hopefully this helps. So what you want to do is go to Start menu, and where your computer is, your computer menu, hit right click, Manage. Now you'll get this, maximize it, whatnot. This is the computer management menu, and look to the left, and you should see Storage Disk Management. Click on Disk Management, and it might take a minute or two. And then up here it will list all your hard drives and partitions. Normally you have a main one, you have a system reserve. Depending on your computer, you will have a small one that's for system memory dump files, and then you have a backup one for the computer that you cannot access. Over here it will show you your percentage free, the capacity. My main hard drive is 220.78 gigabytes, and I have 68% free. Now to partition it, you want to go to your main hard drive. So the one that is necessarily the biggest one, click on it or look at the volume. It should say the name and what drive, the drive letter. Go down here, and here it is, where you want to right click on it and hit shrink volume. You're going to have to wait for a couple minutes, maybe just a minute, depending on how fast your computer. It'll take longer or not as long. What this is basically doing is calculating the hard drive size and calculating how far you can shrink it. Sorry, this takes a while. Depending on how big your hard drive is, will also take a little bit longer. So if you have like a terabyte memory, it's going to take quite a while. With mine, it doesn't take as long. If you have a smaller one, like 80 gigabytes, it won't take as long. Alright, once it's done doing what it's doing, you have this little dialog box pop up, and you have the total size before shrink, so it'll tell you how big your memory is and all that. It'll tell you your size of available shrink space, what you want, the amount you want for your partition, and then the total size after shrink. You cannot make the amount of space to shrink bigger than the size of available. So I'm gonna make mine about 75 gigabytes. So you need to type it in the thousands because it's measured in megabytes. So if you're gonna just do for 5,000 or 5 gigabytes, you type in 5,000. But type in what you want. Make sure it's in the thousands. If it's in the hundreds, you're only gonna get 700 megabytes. So I'm gonna do 75,000. So that's 75 gigabytes. And once you have that measurement entered, hit shrink. This can also take a minute or two. depending on how big you want shrunk. Sorry this is taking so long. Come on. It's taking its sweet time. In the video I'll have in the description where you can skip to. Alright, as you can see, it has shrunk it. You now have only 147.54, well I do, gigabytes left, and that's just virtually. Technically these two are connected. It's not like you just created a new hard drive, it's just split it. If you format C, it will not format this one, but if your hard drive crashes, you lose both. So on the one you just created, right click and hit new simple volume. A wizard dialog box will show up. Hit next. Just leave all that the same. You want to assign a drive letter. You can assign it whatever you want. I just do the corresponding letter in the alphabet. Hit next. Leave everything the same. Uncheck perform a quick format. And then hit enable file and folder compression. This will allow you to put more on there at a certain percentage. Do not perform a quick format. It doesn't technically formats it correct. That's technical. It's just faster and you don't get as much space. Hit next. It'll just kind of show you some information and hit finish. And as it's formatting it, assigning the drive letter and allowing it for partitionary use. This will take a while too. Hopefully I don't surpass 10 minutes. Come on, come on, come on. Wow, whole 1%. Well, I'm going to pause this for you guys and then I'll start it again. So, hold on. You have now created your own and new partition. After it's done formatting, you can just go to your computer and right click on it and rename it to whatever you want. And you might need to provide administrative permission. Open it up. And you can do whatever you want, drag new files and all that. It acts like a flash drive, so any files you drag from your main partition or hard drive, it will just copy it to there. Hopefully this helped. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy your partition.